John with FightHype.com, bro. How you doing, first of all? How you feeling?
Feeling great, man. I'm tired of training. I'm ready to get out there and put in work on the 17th, ready to turn up.
Now, I heard you stayed up last night for the elections and everything. That's why I was asking you if you was feeling tired and everything.
Yeah. I missed Obama's speech, because I said, man, I got to go to bed. But I was up to probably about 1:16 last night.
Okay. Now, this fight date that you got coming up on the 17th. Atlantic City, New Jersey. It's been changed about 3 or 4 times. It's finally about to happen. So what did you think in the back of your mind when the hurricane came through? Did you thought it was going to be like another delay or anything of that nature?
I was hoping it wouldn't be another postponement, but at the same time, I knew they had to do what they had to do for the people, of New Jersey because of how Sandy hit. But I knew that I was only going to fight one more time this year, most likely. So as long as I got that fight in this year, I would have been happy.
Okay. Now, how's training camp been for you, different for you this year, besides who you brought in? You brought in a couple of same sparring guys that you got sparring. How was it different from the last time?
It was pretty much the same, just with all the postponements. My sparring partners were supposed to come in early, and then the fight got postponed. So, we had to taper off, from my training, staying in the gym. But I'm just trying to stay ready. The hardest part when you have a lot of postponements is trying to stay ready, but not overtraining and not, having everything being mundane and things of that nature. So I think you've done a great job.
Was there any times in your camp that you peaked too early or things was on schedule and anything of that nature?
Not really. Fortunately for me, all of the postponements came when we were just about to get into the heart of our training, where I'm breaking my body down and I'm really, pushing for peak, performance and peak shape. So when they postponed the fight, we were not at that point in training yet, so that was good.
Right. Now, in your session, you had on what was those 22s or something?
Yeah, 22
ounces of gloves. Yeah. Now, show everybody the hand that you had some problems with, just so they can knock it out. Showing that no problems with it, no issues with it, nothing.
My knuckle might be a little bigger than this knuckle, but that's a part of the game. It feels good, and I still can land that punch, so it's all good.
I got you, man. I appreciate that. Now, back to the business at hand. Johnathan Banks, former sparring partner of the Klitschkos, much like your friend, Tony Thompson and everything. He's a former sparring partner of theirs as well. Being that he's used to that height and the power that they bring to the table, is that going to be a concern of yours going into this fight?
Not a concern at all. I think style make fights, and sparring the Klitschkos and fighting myself isn't the same thing. I think I bring a totally different style than the Klitschkos. Yeah, true, they have height and they have power, but I have plenty of power. I have athleticism, heart, determination, and I think it's going to be a good fight, but I'll be victorious.
How well do you think you can match up with Banks defensively and stylistically wise on his speed? Do you think you can match up with his speed without giving up too much, as usual? Can you elaborate a little bit on the plan?
In this fight, I don't concede to anything. I don't think, he's faster than me. I don't think, he's a better boxer than me. He's a good fighter, but I'm gonna be ready on the 17th. Whatever he brings to the table, it is what it is. But I'm gonna put in work on the 17th.
Are you expecting a different Banks with this than you were training for before? Because some people maybe feel that he may be wearing too many hats now, being that what he's going through, being a head trainer now for Klitschko with his upcoming bout and everything. On the other hand, some people feel that he's going to be fighting on pure emotion based on, the passing with Manny and everything. If so, what are your concerns and how do you get around that?
Not concerned with that at all. I'm confident. I respect Johnathan Banks, and I think that he's going to bring a lot to the table, but nothing that I won't be able to overcome. I think he's training. When I first heard that he was training for being the head trainer for the Klitschkos, I was surprised. I was like, wow, he got a fight, coming up on the 17th, and he's training. But then, I sat back and I thought, I was like, I don't know this man.
Was you offended by that a little bit? Did you take a little bit of offense to that?
At first, I was, but then when I setback. I don't know this man's financial situation, and
Right.
you know, he might be getting a healthy check. You know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
for coaching, for training Klitschkos. So you know, more power to him, and I just hope he's ready. You know, to perform on the 17th. Because I'll be.
Okay. Now, after your last fight, you know, you was a bit emotional. You had every right to be. Who wouldn't be accomplishing what you did? You know, you said that one loss could change everything on that. I thought it was due to you knowing that you survived that first round. Would you say it was a combination of both?
Maybe a combination of both, but the main thing is I know how hard I've worked. I know where I'm trying to go. And I know at that point in my career, a loss would have set me back about 4 or 5 fights, which is about a year and a half.
Yeah.
And, I didn't want that setback at that time, and just, you know, for me to overcome and fight through that adversity the way I did, I got a little emotional.
Mm-hmm. Now, you sharing this card with, you know, our boy Adrian Boner, the can man, as well as the problem. You guys are not like night and day personality, man. So, you know, how much do you like sharing cards with him? You know, we had him shooting ball on Fight Hype before, right? So we might gotta get you guys to be like doing a little horse game or something. You down with that?
Oh, I'm down with it. You know, I got a jumper too now. I had D2.
It ain't just about football.
I had D2 scholarships now, so if you ever want to get that popping, we can get it on, man.
All right, we're going to definitely try to put it together.
That's my man.
Tell us about HBO, the 2 days with Seth Mitchell. Did you like how it turned out after you seen it, and would you do it again?
Loved the way it turned out, and definitely would do it again. Like I told people before, we didn't change anything, you know, about our preparation during fight week. The things that people saw was definitely sincere, was genuine, and I think that was portrayed in the special. And a lot of people said they enjoyed it. The only thing they said they wish it could have been longer.
Right.
I got a trip off of, you know, my wife, man.
The emotions and stuff.
I got a kick out of that.
I hear that, man. See, subliminally, people like me, I see a little stuff like you was wearing the Kevin Durant hoodie, representing the whole time.
Yeah.
Now, tell Kevin, you know, has Kevin Durant reached out to you back? Or are you trying to reach out to him?
No, I spoke to him before. I saw him at the mall. We don't have like a personal relationship, but I know he's from this area. He went to Drew Freeman Middle School, and I had taught there for about 7 months. So I got a lot of respect for him, and you know, just had his shirt on, man, and it's cool. It was all good.
Tell him to follow you back on Twitter, man. All right, then, you know, what can we expect to see from you on the 17th, Seth? What do you think? What can we expect to see?
You can expect to see somebody that's focused, somebody that's in shape, come out there behind his jab. You know, we got a couple of tricks up our sleeve. That, you know, a couple of wrinkles that you probably haven't seen before. And without giving up my game plan, you're gonna see a different Seth Mitchell.
I think it's that jab. I don't know, Seth. I think it's that jab.
I always see the jab. The jab is always working. You might see a little more swag in my game now.
Oh, okay. Now, not looking past Banks, but first, when do you want to get back in the ring? Because I know you don't like layoffs. And 2, where would you like it to be at location-wise?
I always like fighting home. Hopefully we can have a fight back here in the DMV. I think that'll be big. But at the same time, you know, I like fighting in Vegas. I like fighting in Atlantic City. But if I would love to fight again, probably in February.
Okay. Now, you know, I'm still trying to reach out to your man and your fellow alumni, Sugar Rashad Evans, man.
Okay.
Tell him to follow us back on Fight Hype, and tell him to get up here so we can cross-train together, so we can get something out on the camera right now. Tell him what's happening. Have you reached out to give him an invite to come up? Yeah, no, me and him, we're friends, and we follow each other on Twitter, and every now and then we'll tweet each other. So, you know, he was my next door neighbor in college, my sophomore year. So. All right, it's a knockout round with Fight Hype. This is the fun part of it. 15 seconds to answer each question. You ready?
Let's go.
All right. True or false? I stayed boxing with the same trunks since I started out when I was pro.
False. Since my 3rd fight.
Since your 3rd fight?
3rd fight.
Okay.
4th fight. Since my 4th fight.
Next question. Last song I downloaded or artist I supported was?
Last CD that I bought was what's my man's name that just came out?
I don't know, Seth. You gotta tell me. You got 10 seconds. Time's ticking, bro.
He's R&B dude. Come back.
I got you. The last movie I bought a ticket was too.
The Dark Knight.
Oh, okay.
Was it the one after that? Well, not the Dark Knight, but what is it?
Dark Knight Rises.
Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
Dark Knight Rises.
All right. Michigan State basketball is going under or over for this coming season.
Come on now. Come on, that's easy.
Hey, you got to tell me.
Come on now.
After this fight, the first thing I'm going to eat is
probably some seafood.
Seafood?
Some seafood crab cake sandwich or something like that, man. Love seafood.
The actor I would like to play me in a movie would be
Will Smith.
If I can name one thing of importance that people underestimate about me, it would be
my will.
Your will?
My will and my determination to do things that's not tangible. Things that you can't see.
All right, going back to that last question, all right? Last song, hey, you know I gotta put you on, man. HBO ain't do it. Last song I downloaded or supported was, artist I supported was.
What's the song he said? I can't wait for these lips to touch your skin. What's the?
Come on, we're gonna get some karaoke from Seth now.
Man, I can't.
Miguel?
Huh?
Miguel?
Miguel. Yeah.
Miguel.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. See.
All right.
All
help, man. 2 miles.
Seth Mitchell just TKO'd me with the last minute, man. I appreciate your time, Seth. Anything you gotta say in closing?
Man, I just want to thank you for coming out, man, to support me on my open workout. I want to thank all the fans for their continued support. Definitely tune in on November 17th. It's going to be a great fight. I definitely plan on putting on another great show and coming out victorious. And I have everybody follow me on Twitter at Seth Mayhem 48.
And follow back on Fight Hype.